Okay, so the title here is The Day of Carlo, or in English we'd say Carlo's Day. Um, Hello, I call myself Carlo, which is how you'd say my name is Carlo, and I have 18 years, which is how you say you're 18 years old. Today I would like to talk to you. So the verb vorrei is in the conditional tense. And then this pronoun vi here at the end of the verb parlare is the plural, indicating the plural you. So I would like to talk to you, plural, about my typical day. And notice it's actually about my typical day, because in Italian, with possessive pronouns like my, your, his, her, ours, you still include the word the, with one exception that we'll see later. I get myself up, so that verb is reflexive, always at 7 o'clock. Now, in English, I would say I eat breakfast. In Italian, they use the verb fare. Faccio una buona colazione. I do a good breakfast. Now, if you're talking about making breakfast, like actually flipping pancakes and frying bacon, then you'd use the verb preparare, prepare breakfast. So I do a good breakfast with tea, and that is not biscuits, that's cookies. And yes, Italians tend to eat sweet things for breakfast. Now, in this next sentence, I wish they had more commas here, because it looks like Marco is the subject of the verb prendo. But this phrase here says, after having encountered or met my friend Marco, or my friend Marco, and then there could be a comma there, and then the subject of prendo is io, is I. I take the 7:40 bus that brings me to school. This would translate as, I really like my school, even though literally it says, my school pleases me a lot. But there isn't a verb for like in Italian. Because I have many subjects that regard or deal with the world of computers, like computer programming. Each day I have 6 hours of lessons. Now, lezione there is singular. I would think that would be plural, lezioni with an I at the end. Except Saturdays, in which I have 5. So Saturdays here isn't plural like we would say it in English. If this had just said tranne sabato without the il, then that would imply you're just talking about the one Saturday that's coming up this week. When you say il sabato, even though it's singular, you're referring to all Saturdays. And then this ne here is saying 5 of them. So it's except Saturdays in which I have 5 of them. When I return home, again, there could be a comma there, I study and do the assignments. But I enjoy myself. So we might say in English, I have fun. But that verb, divertirsi, is reflexive. I enjoy myself also playing on the computer or at the computer and playing my guitar. So notice that there's 2 different verbs for play. Giocare is to play a game. Suonare is to play a musical instrument. And then this ando ending here makes the verb giocare into a gerund, what in English would have an ing ending. So this is playing on the computer and playing the guitar. Um, we don't have this verb in English. Cenare means to eat dinner. Now you could say mangio la cena, I eat the dinner, but there is a special verb in Italian that's just to eat dinner. So I eat dinner at 7 o'clock with my family, or with my family, composed of my mom, my dad, and my 3 brothers. So here's that exception where this doesn't say la mia mama or il mio papa. So when you're talking about a singular family member without any adjectives, then you don't have to have the definite article, the word for the, in front of the possessive adjective, like in this case, my. But then for brothers, then you do have, this is the definite article here. It's the my 3 brothers. And actually, we don't know that all 3 are brothers. There isn't a word for siblings, so it could actually be 1 brother and 2 sisters. But there's at least 1 brother. At around 10:30, so cerca means about or around, I go to bed to read some books before sleeping.